Shalom. I want to start off by giving all praise, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Wakaf, Kodash. Double honors to my teachers, the head apostles, and elders at Great Millstone, and salutations to you, Akim, that's out there listening, pushing for this word with truth and sincerity, and your few Akwath as well that's listening with sincerity. All right, today, just coming back at you guys through the spirit and power of Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai. And I'm just going to make a lesson, all right, on how that Jake, and when I say Jake, I'm referring to Jacob. It was Jacob was later, his name was later changed to Israel. And then he had 12 sons, and then those 12 sons were the patriarchs of the 12 tribes of Israel, which we know the 12 tribes of Israel today are the so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans. So Jake, it's short for that, all right? So Jake, they think that they could escape the curses, man. All right, that's what the lesson's gonna be based upon. There's our people, they try to, try multiple things, try to travel. Maybe if I go to this country, oppression is gonna be lesser there. But you can't escape the curses, man. Okay, because the curse is really a stench that's upon you, man. Wherever you go, you're still gonna be looked down upon, man. All right, that's why when those basketball players went to China, the Moabites, what were they calling those guys? Nigga, because of the curses, man. All right, wherever you go, you cannot escape the curses, man. Okay, so let's read this. This is Deuteronomy 28 and verse 45. Moreover, all these curses shall come upon thee, and shall pursue thee, and overtake thee, till thou be destroyed, because thou hearkenest not unto the voice of the Lord thy power, to keep his commandments and his statutes which he commanded thee. And they shall be upon thee for a sign and a wonder, and upon thy seed forever. You see, shall be upon thy seed forever, meaning for a long period of time. Okay? Until Yahweh comes back and delivers us. That's when the curse is going to be lifted from us, man. Okay? And then cast upon our enemies, right? Which we could read that in Deuteronomy 30 and verse 7, right? It says, "And the Lord thy power will put all these curses upon thine enemies, and on them that hate thee, which persecuted thee." So the ones that's looking down upon us right now, starting with Esau, Edom, and the rest of these heathen nations. Okay, once we get delivered and the kingdom of heaven is established, those curses that's upon us, they're gonna go upon them, man. Okay, because indeed it is a righteous thing to recompense tribulation to them that trouble us. 2 Thessalonians 1 and verse 6. Okay, so it's going to be a switcheroo. But right now, hey, we cannot escape it, man. We cannot. Okay? That stench is still going to be upon us till the Lord comes, man. It's just going to be a sign and a wonder upon thy seed forever, for a long period of time. And also when you go into that word sign, right, it goes into a distinguishing mark, proof, right? And that's also another way you could identify who the true Israelites are. Okay? Based upon the curses. All right? That's why sometimes, you may have a conversation, with let's say a guy that looks like an Edomite or a heathen nation. And then when he starts describing his life onto you, like, yo, shit, this guy's actually going through things that I'm going through. This guy might be a Jake. He might be an Israelite. Because the curses are a sign. Okay, matter of fact, let's go to the word sign, right? This is the word sign from the blue letter, from the precept, right? It says sign, signal, a distinguishing mark, banner, remembrance, miraculous sign, omen, warning, token, ensign, standard, miracle, proof. So it's a proof, it's a distinguishing mark that, once you read the curses, you could point the finger and be like, these are the Heavenly Father's chosen people. Okay, because from Deuteronomy 28, 15 on down, Moses, said, if they don't follow the law, statutes, and commandments, this is the curses that's going to come upon them, right? So this has to be the people, and also another way you could identify the unnatural Gentiles. You see, they describe their life. I was raised up this way. I didn't have a father in the crib. That's pertaining to the curses. This guy might be a Jake. That's also another way you can identify a certain Israelite. But the point being is that what? Hey, the curses, you cannot escape them. Wherever you go, you cannot. Okay? You cannot, man. The only way you can really have comfort is by coming into the truth and acknowledging that, we're under the curses, man. There's nothing I could do about it, right? There's nothing I could do. All I could do is what? Bear the indignation of the Lord, like Micah said, right? This is the book of Micah 7 and verse 9, and it reads, I will bear the indignation of the Lord because I have sinned against him. Until he plead my cause and execute judgment for me, he will bring me forth to the light, and I shall behold his righteousness. See? Once you come into the truth, you're going to have that Micah mentality. You're going to realize, oh shit, yo, I actually sinned against the Lord. There's nothing I could do for this curse to be lifted upon me. Okay? The only comfort I'm really going to have is by knowing this. So when I'm going to tribulation, when I'm going to these certain things, when these heathens are looking down upon me, now I know. Now that brings me comfort because I've sinned against the Lord, right? Which when you go to Daniel's 9 and 11, it tells you all our people sinned against the Lord. So there's not one Jake right now that's not going through the curses, man. All right? No matter where you're at, man, you might be on that island secluded, whatever, you're still going to go through the curses, man. Okay? It's a stench. It's like, you know, when a skunk farts on a person, you know, you can't get that fart stench away, you know, until you wash yourself in tomato sauce or whatever. You know, just giving an example. You know, just imagine that skunk fart, but you have no remedy for it. You can't get that stench away from you. That's how the curses are, man. Okay? So you might be a natural Gentile. You look like a heathen. You know, nah, man. You're still going to go through the curses, man, regardless. All right? So this is Daniel 9 and verse 11. Yea, all Israel have transgressed thy law. You see, all Israel. Okay? All of our nation as a whole transgressed the laws, man. Okay? Because when Moses read the laws unto us and he sprinkled the blood upon us, we said, what? All that thou hast said we will do. We made a covenant with the Lord, man. We made an oath and we broke that oath. All right? And we know that the Lord does have pleasure, right? When you vow a vow and you defer not to pay it, right? I'm just going to go real quick to that. And then we're going to come back to the Daniel's 9, right? So this is Ecclesiastes 5 and verse 4. When thou vowest a vow unto the Lord, Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shai, defer not to pay it, for he hath no pleasure in fools. Pay that which thou hast vowed. You see, when you vow a vow, you got to pay it, man. You can't defer. All right? And all our people as a whole, we made a vow to follow the law, statutes, and commandments, man. Okay? Once again, matter of fact, let's try to find that. When we made that vow, man. When Moses sprinkled the blood. Okay, because hey, it's important to know this, man, because really that's what brings us the true comfort, you know, when we go through the curses. Because hey, we're Salakia, getting a bit too excited, you know, we acknowledge that what, hey, we've sinned against the Lord, so there's nothing we could do. The only way that we could do, hey, is bear the indignation of the Lord, man, his righteous anger. He's correcting us with measure because we broke the vow. Okay. Sometimes, man, I have trouble writing certain words, man. Satan, man. Salakia, bear with me for a minute. Sprinkle. Not like that. Man. Bear with me for a minute. We will. Salakia, we will do. I know it's in Exodus. Yeah. Let me see. Exodus 24 and verse. I'm going to start at 4. And Moses wrote all the words of the law and rose up early in the morning and built an altar up on the hill and 12 pillars for the 12 tribes of Israel, right? According to the 12 tribes of Israel, you see. And he sent young men of the children of Israel, which offered burnt offerings and sacrificed peace offerings of oxen unto the Lord. And Moses took half of the blood and put in basins, and half of the blood he sprinkled upon the altar to sanctify it, right? And he took the book of the covenant and read in the audience of the people, right? The book of the covenant, you know, the book of the law, you know, with all the laws within it. Not just the 10 commandments. There's multiple laws, man. Okay? And read it in the audience of the people which is Israel, all right? And they said, all that the Lord hath said we will do and be obedient. And Moses took the blood and sprinkled it on the people to sanctify the people, to make them holy unto the Lord, right? And said, behold the blood of the covenant which the Lord hath made with you according all these words. So we made a covenant with the Lord, man, with blood. Okay, so that, hey, that's why, in the world, yeah, well, what's that? In certain movies, when they show you, they cut their palm of their hand, and then they make an agreement, they shake hands, that covenant, they make it with blood. In a way, that's what we did with the Lord when the blood was sprinkled upon us, man. Okay? We said, all that thou hast said, we will do. So all the law, we will do. But did we do it? No. We transgressed the laws, man. Right? Now let's go back to that Daniel. Okay? Did I finish that Ecclesiastes? So, okay, let me finish up the Ecclesiastes first. Okay? And then we're going to return to that Daniel. All right? So this is Ecclesiastes 5, where I left off. Right? Verse 5. Better it is that thou shouldest not vow than thou shouldest pay. Then thou shouldest. Salaki, let's read that again. Ecclesiastes 5:5. Better it is that thou shouldest not vow than thou shouldest vow and not pay. You see, it was better that we didn't vow, because now we transgressed the laws, man. So the Lord doesn't have pleasure in fools, man. You made a vow and then now you're deferring from it, man. And all of our people as a nation, we deferred from the vow that we made unto the Lord. Going back to Daniel 9:11, right? Yea, all Israel transgressed thy law, even by departing, that they might not obey thy voice. Therefore the curse is poured upon us, and the oath that is written in the law of Moses, the servant of our power, because we have sinned against him. Yes, since all Israel transgressed, all Israel departed from the oath, from the covenant, right? Therefore the curse is poured upon us, that is written in the law of Moses, Deuteronomy 28. You see? And the only way like I said again, the only way you're going to find a sense of comfort is when you come into the truth. Because really, when you come into the truth, that's when you know, why you're going through these things, why you're at the bottom of society. And that brings comfort when you know that. Okay? Us being in the truth, we don't need to smoke, we don't need to do all those drugs, man, to find comfort, man. Once we come in the scriptures, we have that comfort. We know what's going on, man. We know why we're at this state that we are, and we know it's not the end be all. All right, we know the Lord is going to come back and deliver us and take these curses off of us. Okay, give us a beauty for ashes. Right? Let's read this real quick in Isaiah 28 and verse 12. To whom he said, this is the rest wherewith you may cause the weary to rest, and this is the refreshing, yet they would not hear. Yes, this is the rest, man. Okay, this truth, the scriptures, this is the rest. Because the scriptures is really our inheritance. Okay, that's our history right there, man. All right, we're telling Jake, this is your history. The Bible, your history is within the Bible, man. We're breaking it down to them. What? Yet they would not hear. This is why you're going through hell. This is why you're at the bottom of society. This is why your enemy has their foot on your neck, man. But they don't want to hear, man. They still think it's something else. They still want to climb, the ranks within society to go higher and try to escape the curses, man. You can't, man. The only way, really, you can say you can escape the curses by coming into the truth and acknowledging that you sinned against the Lord and bear the indignation. That's it, point blank, period, man. And then wait upon him until he pleads your cause, and then wait upon him until he comes and give us beauty for ashes. All right, that's all. That's it. Okay. It's not you traveling to another country thinking, the curse is not going to follow. The curses are going to follow, man. It's like a dark cloud over your head, man. Like it shows in them cartoons, man. Okay? You cannot escape it, man. All right? The only thing you can do is bear the indignation of the Lord, because we have sinned. That's it. Point blank, period. And then wait upon him, man, to deliver us. Right? Give us beautiful ashes, like I was quoting earlier. Let's get that. Right? This is Isaiah 61 and verse 1. The Spirit of the Lord is upon me, because the Lord hath anointed me to preach good tidings unto the meek. He hath sent me to bind up the brokenhearted, to proclaim liberty to the captives. That's the Israelites. That's us. Okay? This word is only for the Israelites, man. Mainly, the elect right now. That's who we're fishing for. When it speaks in Jeremiah 16 and 16, I will send for fishers and they shall fish them. We're only fishing for the elect. We only proclaim liberty unto the elect. At the end of the day, all our people is going to be saved and the kingdom coming back to the loins of the elect. But right now, we're only focusing upon the elect, right? To proclaim liberty to the captives and the opening of the prisons to them that are bound. Yes. Okay, and then, indeed, we are bound, man. Okay, we're mentally bound, physically bound. Yeah, and Jude, where it says those angels that left their first estate, and then, they're kept on chains of darkness, meaning this flesh. So, hey, Isaiah said the Spirit of the Lord is upon him to proclaim liberty unto us, because at the end of the day, the Lord's going to come and beam us up in those chariots, those so-called UFOs, like the world ignorantly calls. And then that's why we're going to have liberty. We're going to get out of this flesh that is bounding our spirit, man. All right? Those chains of darkness. Okay, verse 2, to proclaim the acceptable year of the Lord and the day of vengeance of our power, to comfort all that mourn. And indeed, the Israelites are the ones that's mourning right now, man. Okay? That's what the acceptable year of the Lord is for. All right? Verse 3, to appoint unto them that mourn in Zion, a Zion monument, right? To give unto them beauty for ashes, oil of joy for mourning, the garment of praise for the spirit of heaviness, that they might be called trees of righteousness, the planting of the Lord, that he might be glorified. Yes, the Lord's going to give us beautiful ashes. So those curses at the end of the day, man, all you have to do is wait for the acceptable year of the Lord, and then it's going to be lifted off of us, man. Once we get delivered from those chariots, man. Once we're changed to those spiritual bodies, man, the curse is not going to be upon us anymore, man. All right? Okay? Now we're going to have beauty for ashes. Now we're going to have oil of joy for the mourning that we've been going through, man. Okay, going through these curses, man. Because when you go down in Daniel 9 and 12, it says, under the whole earth has not a nation suffered what we have suffered, man. So best believe, man, this is not the end be all, man. The curse is not going to be upon us forever. When it says forever, it's only for a long period of time until the Yahushua comes back and give us beautiful ashes. That's the only way really could say we're going to escape the curses. But right now, what we could do is what? Bear the indignation of the Lord because we have sinned against him. Have the Micah mentality, man. If I'm not mistaken, even Jeremiah said the same thing in different words. He said, I'm going to bear the sins of my youth. Okay? Because, quick side note, reincarnation is indeed in the Bible. So we have to pay for the sins of our past lives, man. Okay? Scriptures tell you that the Lord visits the iniquities of the fathers upon the children into the fourth and third generation. That's into the third and fourth generation, speaking about reincarnation. Okay? You might say, oh, no, I've been righteous in this life. No, man, you still got sins in the past to pay. And if you're saying that, that's pridefulness, man. Because even in this life, we have sinned, man. Before coming into this truth, man, we're in the world doing filthy shit, eating pork, eating all type of abominable foods. Okay? So we have to bear the indignation of the Lord, man. That's why ultimately it says that all our righteousness is filthy rags, man. You see? But hey, I'm not going to make this lesson too long, man. Hey, the point was solidified, all right? So I'm going to close it off here, man, by giving all praise, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Wakakudash. Hey, Lord willing, this lesson was edifying, all right? Until next time, I'm going to say shalom.